Hi guys, my name's Ayana. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about how to slim and trim your waist. So a little backstory about me is that about a year ago I had a baby and gained 70 pounds during that process. I had a very hard time losing the weight. I struggled. So if you, had a baby and you're trying to get back in shape, or just in general, you're trying to get in shape, you're trying to slim that waist, spring is coming, summer's coming, then this video is for you. Stay tuned. I'm going to give you 5 tips that I picked up along the way in order to slim down my waist. I'm going to try to post in the corner, one of these corners, a video of me when I was first starting my journey, and you could see how big my waist was. I was still holding a lot of weight. I think I might have been down a few pounds from my postpartum weight of 200, but I still had a long way to go. The first thing that you need to recognize is that you cannot get a slim waist by doing crunches and sit-ups on the floor. You can't do it. You have to lose the fat in order to see the muscle, right? When you're crunching, you're strengthening your core, you're building your abdominal muscles, but you're not getting rid of the fat. You have to really clean up your diet in order for the progress that you're making with the crunches to actually show. So the first thing that I would recommend doing is cleaning up that diet, making sure you're eating healthy, trying to eat better, just to jumpstart that weight loss, okay? Another thing that you want to do is exercise. But beware of exercising. This is point number 2. You can do too much too soon, and that's just going to be counterproductive to what you're trying to do. For example, like me, when I first started exercising, I was doing 5 days a week. I was doing super intense cardio workouts, an hour each time, stressing my body out. I went from just sitting around, especially at the end of my pregnancy and after my baby was born, to now trying to be that active that soon. It was just, it wasn't a good idea. When you stress your body out, either emotionally or physically, same response. Your body produces excess cortisol, and excess cortisol raises your blood sugar. It causes you to gain weight, and particularly in your abdominal region. And so if you're trying to slim your waist, get back in shape after baby or just in general, you don't want to do too much too soon and stress your body out. So my third tip in relation to nutrition, certain foods really are going to make you be more bloated than others. You want to avoid or minimize, because there's some of them are very nutritious. Broccoli is one of those things that's nutritious, but it can cause bloating, as well as beans. Same thing. So certain foods you want to limit in your diet when you're trying to slim your waist. So some other foods you might want to avoid are wheat and dairy. A lot of us are intolerant to lactose and gluten. So just basically know your own triggers. If you eat foods that you feel bloat you or make you uncomfortable, then try to avoid them. So to piggyback right off of that, we have eat foods that help with constipation. Foods that are high in fiber, such as fruits, vegetables, legumes, and seeds. You also want to avoid constipation by being very physically active. So you want to exercise 3 to 5 times a week, 30 minutes a day. And again, start where you are, right? Start slow and progress in your fitness level. Don't forget, drink enough water and stay hydrated. The 4th tip that I would recommend for trimming that waistline is avoid carbonated beverages, right? So carbonated bubbles are going to cause excess gas, and that's going to lead to bloating. To add to that, you don't want to chew your food or eat too quickly, because, or even gum. Gum is not great because you tend to swallow air. So again, gas and bloating. So just minimize your chewing of the gum and minimize your carbonated beverages. The 5th tip is to limit the amount of sodium that you're consuming. Processed foods are high in sodium, tend to be low in fiber, and so that's going to cause you to hold on to water, have that bloated, constipated feeling. So try to avoid and limit sodium and highly processed foods. If you do happen to suffer from gas and bloating, Ginger tea and peppermint tea, especially peppermint tea, are very good with helping to relieve you of gas. Even in hospitals, they'll often offer peppermint tea as opposed to some kind of gas relief for women who just had babies and may have had C-sections, because that gas pain is very horrible, especially after a C-section. Okay, so I am getting ready to wrap this video up. I know a lot of you are probably going to be like, what exercise should I do? What kind of, crunches, abdominal work should I be doing? And really it doesn't matter. I'm going to try to insert at the end of this video clips of me doing my favorite abdominal exercises, just simply what I enjoy. And I would recommend you do the same. Just find any exercises that you enjoy. The main thing is cleaning up your nutrition, dropping that excess fat, strengthening your core by doing occasional, 3 days a week abdominal training, and really just being dedicated. You will lose the weight. It took me 3 months to drop the weight. It can take you the same amount of time, but you have to be dedicated. You have to stick with it, and it is achievable for all of us. Thank you so much for watching my video. Any questions, comments, leave them below, and subscribe, like and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so as promised, I have my morning workout routine. I usually do this about 3 times a week. I'm starting off here with just very low intensity cardio. I have my waist trainer on just to get rid of any water weight that I might be having or holding in my core area. So after I start off very slow and kind of warm up, I then accelerate it. I put up the incline and do a very low intensity jog. Again, I do this for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I get into my abdominal workout. Okay, so I like to start by doing like standing crunches. I do this on both sides. For the purpose of this video, I'm only showing you me going to the right, but it just helps me to get started and kind of get into it before I hit the floor. So now I'm on the floor, and I just start with trying to do planks for as long as I can. If I can make it 60 seconds, then I did good. I do a couple of planks, rest a couple of planks, and then I get right on my back and start my crunches. So now I'm starting my sit-ups. I try to do about 3 sets of 10 to 12 before moving on to a different abdominal exercise. So now I'm doing leg lifts. Again, I do 3 sets of about 10 to 12. And I like this because it works your lower abdominal area. And for us moms out there, we know that this is a problem area. So I tend to focus here. Now I'm working the total abdominal area by doing a crunch and bringing up the lower legs. It's a little hard to do in a waist trainer, but it's very effective. So that's it, guys. I just inserted this picture so that you can see what I look like today. And this is my before and after. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe.